looks like Hailey has officially, unofficially made the Sky's roster. They've cut down enough people to where they have their final 12, and she just was a part of their last media day, so we can all assume she's pretty much safe being on this roster, and this is the perfect team for her to be on. If you've seen any of her interviews, you know what I'm talking about. The minute she got drafted, they start throwing cameras in her face, and every session had a question about Angel, and she's just said, we've been friends since the day I've played at LSU. We have the same beliefs off the court. We have always checked on each other's mental health and mental space, but we have a really deep bond because we agree on a lot of things off the court. But on the court, she said that they're both hard workers. They like to be the first in, last out. They don't mind adjusting their games to make sure each other fit. If you go back and think about her time at LSU, it was not the absolute most productive, but you've seen Angel Reese go from being a 25 a game point scorer to an 18 game point scorer because now she had to consider Hailey, and Flage was developing into a better player. And Hailey has said, and Angel has said the same stuff about Hailey, that she's willing to do whatever to be a part of a winning culture. And so that's their relationship. Their relationship is built on winning, but also she's mentioned off the court that they have a lot of a lot of the same mind frames off the court. Lifestyles are the same off the court, and so they bond. They text a lot, and she said during her last college season, she knew she would hear from Angel with a text, whether it's good or bad, whether her moment was good or bad. She knew she would hear from Angel, and Angel has said the same thing. We've kept our relationship off the court very, very tight. So in that regard, now she has somebody that's gone through being a rookie, but not just being a rookie with a big spotlight. Hailey's name carries weight. Angel's name carries weight. And so now she has somebody that's able to help her through that part of the WNBA. On the flip side, she landed in the perfect spot because now she gets to play with Courtney Vandersloot. Somebody that's won titles, somebody that's a bit undersized, somebody that actually understands the game from a mentality standpoint and not just ability standpoint. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Some people are gifted ability, some people are gifted mentality, and Courtney has the gifts to pass the ball, do what she needs to do as a point guard, but she has the mindset to do the right thing at the right time. And so that's the perfect person for Hailey, because Hailey is like the definition of a small tween guard, because if you need her to be your two guard and not focus on being the point guard, she can go get you buckets. But if you need her to be the point guard, she can stray away from being a bucket getter and be that setup point guard. And now she's going to be learning from one of the best point guards that's ever played in the league. And that's all she said since joining the team was she's talked about playing with Angel, but also being able to be a sponge when it comes to Courtney. She even mentioned, man, I hope Courtney isn't being creeped out because I'm just staring at her. After their first training day, when she was interviewed, she was like, I'm just staring at her. I'm just trying to see what she's doing. I'm figuring out what she's doing, and I hope it's not creeping her out. And that's the kind of attention to detail you want from your incoming guard, possibly point guard, and she gets to learn from somebody that's considered to be one of the best to ever do it. I remember watching Courtney, and when they won the championship in Chicago, and she was the general, and then she would hit those time. You know that player that hits the timely buckets? That was Courtney. And then Courtney would throw a dime to the corner to her wife, and they were really to put you to sleep with that 1-2 combo. But that's exactly the type of player that Hailey needs to learn from. And so if Hailey takes, I don't know how long Court is going to keep playing. She looks like she got plenty of more years with her in her playing with Angel and Camilla. They look like they might extend her career another 5-6 years. But however long she's going to be in the league, for Hailey to learn from her and be that backup, be that second wave of a Courtney. Because if she develops into being Courtney, She's going to be good in this league for a long time. But there is something about Hailey that's really special. She's a dog. She's a dog. I know people throw that around loosely, but if you just watch how she plays, she goes after it. I seen a clip. I should have loaded it up. I seen a clip of her in practice today, and she's going against Becca Allen, who's a vet in this league. Everybody knows who Becca is. And she got a screen and was going downhill at Beck, and she gave her no mercy. I'm quicker than you. I'm going to the rack, and finished at the rack. She's a dog. You seen her on defense during the preseason, just going after it. And that's what you want to see. She's got the confidence. So now I'm going at vets. I'm going at people that's been in the league for a long time. I'm comfortable. I can call from my screen and know, hey, I might got 2 steps on Beck Allen, so I'm going downhill and seeing if I can finish. And Hailey's developed into the player that if she's seen her big cutting on the other side, if she's seen that out of her side eye, she would dump it off to them as well. So I don't think it was a surprise to any of us that Hailey made this roster before. I won't say before, but I think more so than anybody else, we presume Hailey was a lock-in because she's in the right fit. She in preseason, numbers wasn't jumping off the board, but you seen the value she added because right in the preseason they had to get Courtney Van Lith and Angel and Camilla and who start Kia Nurse and Double A. They had to get them together because you only get 3 games in a 10-day span. So you got to focus on them. But anytime Hailey came into the game, you've seen her being a game changer. I don't think she had any turnovers the whole preseason. She had, I believe, over 10 assists. And she looked comfortable out there. There was moments where you kind of was like, oh, what's Hailey going to do? And she just made the right play. She didn't overdo anything in the preseason. So it makes sense for her to make the squad. She looks like she belongs in this league, and we are excited to see that from her. She has the perfect example, and then she has the perfect support system with Angel, and again, the example is Courtney. You can't get a better opportunity than that if you are Hailey Van Lith. So she made the squad. I mean, kind of, but yeah. She's going to be a Chicago Sky for years. But it makes sense. She's in the right place where there's pretty much no pressure on her. So she gets to soak up everything this year, and then she gets to come back whenever it's time for Courtney to go enjoy life with her new baby, her wife. Now they have Hailey to step right into that position, and that makes the total sense when you have 2 dominant bigs to build around, and now you found your guard for the future. I'm AJ. This is my mic. Peace.